Let me tell you a quick story about a man named Russell. He's a 62-year-old retired engineer from Phoenix, Arizona. A few years ago, Russell quietly rolled over $547,200 from his 401k into a gold IRA. Why? Well, because of what he saw coming. And today, his story feels more relevant than ever. This week, headlines are buzzing. Inflation is proving stickier than expected. The Fed is pausing rate cuts again, and the dollar is facing growing pressure as BRICS nations ramp up gold purchases to challenge U.S. currency dominance. And yet, most Americans are still keeping their entire retirement exposed to the same dollar that's losing trust globally. Russell saw this early. Back in 2020, when stimulus money was being printed by the trillions, he had a gut feeling it couldn't last forever. He knew that every dollar printed made his savings worth less. So, instead of hoping for the best, he took action. He read an article, just like this video, and got a free gold IRA guide. That led to a 15-minute no-pressure call with a real specialist. Not a sales pitch, just education. That call changed everything. He learned how a gold IRA works, how easy it was to roll over his current retirement funds without penalties or taxes, and how it could protect the purchasing power of his wealth, even if the market tanked. Today, Russell sleeps easy. No more watching CNBC with anxiety. No more worrying about whether the next bank failure or interest rate decision is going to wipe out 20% of his retirement. His gold IRA is a shield, one that's helped him preserve wealth while others were losing it. And that story all started with one free guide, the same one you can get right now. But if you're like most, you might be wondering, isn't gold just for billionaires? Not at all. In fact, some of the smartest retirees across the country, teachers, small business owners, engineers, are rolling over as little as $100,000 from their 401k or IRA into physical gold. Why? Because it's simple, it's stable, and it works. Gold has outperformed the S&P 500 in multiple major downturns. It doesn't need a booming economy to grow in value. It thrives in chaos. And we're living in a time where economic chaos is not the exception. It's the norm. So here's the deal. If you've worked hard to build your retirement savings, if you've sacrificed, saved, and planned for decades, you owe it to yourself to protect it. Not with gimmicks, not with free silver coins, but with real one-on-one education to see if a gold IRA is right for you. This isn't about fear. It's about facts. It's about giving yourself options when the system gives you uncertainty. And honestly, it's about giving your family a legacy that doesn't depend on whether politicians or central bankers make the right call. So click the link, get your free guide, and schedule your no-obligation call. You've got nothing to lose and everything to protect. Because if you're watching this, you're probably like Russell. You see what's happening. You feel the shift. And now, it's just a question of whether you act or wait. This is your moment. Don't let it slip by.